Greetings from another wet, muddy, yucky day on a North Carolina farm. It's been raining, it seems like probably for like 2 weeks, and things are just really muddy, not very fun to deal with. But today we're supposed to have warmer temperatures and we're supposed to actually see the sun. So I am actually hoping that will actually happen. Keep using the word actually. But really look forward to that. And even though we've had rain, I need to check on the plants in the caterpillar tunnel, because even though it rains outside, it doesn't get wet on the inside of the caterpillar tunnel. So we need to check on that, because I think it's time to water those plants inside there. Right here, the water has collected pretty good. So it looks like I need to come through here a little bit later after I check in the caterpillar tunnel and just dig out a trench so this water is able to flow down the hill there. So we'll get to that here in a little bit. Alrighty, so we're here inside the caterpillar tunnel and things are looking pretty good. The lettuce is looking good. The Swiss chard and scallions are looking pretty good too. And we have some arugula growing right here. The only thing is, things are dry in here. Believe it or not, with all the rain that we've had, things are dry in here. Things are wet out there, dry in here. So I'm gonna need to run our irrigation to get things watered. And before we do that though, I'm gonna need to use my stirrup hoe to kind of get rid of some of these unwanted plants that we have in the beds that I don't have landscape fabric in. Let me show you some of that. So right here we have the bed that we had the radishes in that we harvested the other day. So I'm gonna need to take the stirrup hoe to that, clean some of that up, and also try to take the Kelvin cultivator flame weeder to it. And here we have some unwanted plants that we're gonna need to pull and use the stirrup hoe around our Swiss chard as well. Definitely need to get rid of that. I really recommend the stirrup hoe. It's a great tool for weeding around your beds that you don't have landscape fabric in. I'd love to have landscape fabric on every bed, but it's not cheap, so I have to just kind of make some decisions on which beds I actually want to use them in. And for me, using landscape fabric in the beds where we have lettuces is the best bet. But these beds that we don't have the landscape fabric, the stirrup hoe works great. However, one mistake that I made was I let these unwanted plants, these weeds, let them grow a little bit too long in these beds. So that makes it a little bit harder to get them out. And when that happens, when you're trying to work them out, especially as they're growing around some of your plants, you can kind of beat them up a little bit with the stirrup hoe if you're not super careful. And that's what I did there on a couple of those. So after I use the stirrup hoe in the beds, I'd next take the rake and rake them out as you saw me doing, and then I'll take those and either give them to the chickens or ducks and put them in the compost bin. So I'm gonna finish this up and knock this out. So I'm just about done with using the stirrup hoe to weed these beds. However, there's just this little part right here that has some lettuce plants that I'm debating on whether I should try to save them or just get rid of them. So that's a tough challenge when you're trying to be super efficient on your farm and your market garden, whether to save or whether to throw away. So I think I'm gonna save a couple and try a couple things with them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna use the stirrup hoe around them. You can see the red leaf lettuce here. It's a red salad bowl lettuce. So we're just gonna use the stirrup hoe around it. This ground here is actually not that dry. It works better when the soil is drier. So actually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and just dig some of these lettuces out and take them out, transplant them somewhere else. And what I'm gonna do, since I need to water these other plants, is I'm gonna cover this bed here, just so the water from our irrigation doesn't water the bed, because I do want this bed to dry out so I can take the flame weeder, the Kelvin cultivator through it and torch off any remaining unwanted plants and unwanted plant seeds. But first, I'm gonna cart these to the chickens and ducks. That's what we're gonna do with the unwanted plants this time. Just because all the mud and yuckiness that they're in, I'm sure they're gonna want some of these. Wow, it is just bad over here. I've never seen it this bad and this muddy on our farm. So I think I'm going to throw some mulch down first before I give them these greens, just so the greens aren't just sitting in the water. And look who joins me, Micah. Hey Micah, can you say hey? Right here, can you say hey? Are you gonna help? Are you helping? Look at there. I didn't know you could shovel like that. How old are you again? Tell me, let me see. Tell everybody how old you are. Look this way and say it. How old are you? You're 2. You're 2 and you can shovel? Wow. Yep. Let's see you get it. Whoa. Look at that guy. Whoa. And you can carry that too? Look at those muscles. Good job, Micah. And what do we have here? This big yellow ball in the sky. It has returned again. And since I already have the shovel, I might as well go ahead and dig that trench right over there where you saw the flooding earlier. Just go ahead and have that knocked out. Got this big rock. Just gonna slope it down so that water can drain. Done a lot of this year, digging trenches, and it's only still February, not quite March yet. Almost though. There we go. Now that water can drain out of there. See that? Water's not settling anymore. It's running right down the hill there. So that's nice. So won't have that standing water here anymore. All right. So we have a Bootstrap farmer grow bag that we're gonna put this lettuce in temporarily, and then we're gonna take them and actually try growing these lettuces in the Bootstrap farmer grow bag. Micah, come on. So I'm just gonna dig these up. Do my best to not disturb the roots as much as possible. Come on, buddy. And then, bang. There's our transplant right there. You gonna dig one too? And Micah is gonna help me too, aren't you, buddy?
Me that.
You wanna try to get that one? Here's what you do, look. You dig the side of it and go around it. So dig your shovel in there like that. Can you do it? Let's put it right there. Dig. Yep. Dig around. Yep. Dig around. Are you doing it? Dig around. And then take it out. Yep. And then bang. We have another one.
No.
So yep, we're gonna dig around the green one next. This one's red. And what color is this, Micah? Green. Good job. That one's green too? Red? Good job. And let's go ahead and get the green one out. Whoop. Can you pick it up? Can you pick it up? Use your hand, grab it.
No.
Nope, you don't want to do it yet? All right, well, I'll get it. Okay, so I got the lettuce plants that I wanted out of that bed. So now I'm just gonna stir up the ones that I'm not gonna deal with and worry about. And then we're gonna put over our tarp just to smother it out, keep them dry when I water inside the caterpillar tarp. Oh, you're gonna stir up too? Micah's styrofoam already, and it's only 2. And look who we have here. It's Josiah.
Yeah.
Josiah, are you done with your schoolwork?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Me?
So Josiah and Selah have been in there knocking out the schoolwork. Now Josiah has come out here to join Micah and me to get the job done. We're gonna actually go ahead and cover up this bed right here, Josiah, with the tarp. So can you help us out with that, Josiah?
Yep.
All right. You too, Micah? All right. All right, now that we have this bed covered with the tarps, we're gonna go ahead and irrigate. So let me just show you real quick what our irrigation sprinkler system here looks like. We're using the mini wobblers here, and for the most part they do a decent job of irrigating, watering your plants if you have low pressure coming in, low flow rate on your water. So and they work, I have found this year that since we have the caterpillar tunnel, they work even better. Last year I found that they were overshooting the beds with water. This year, with the wobblers being inside the caterpillar tunnel, the water will shoot off the plastic and make sure the water coverage doesn't get overshot or over projected past the bed. So it works really, really well inside of caterpillar tunnel. Okay, Josiah, turn it on. All right, guys, now that we have the sprinkler going, we're gonna go ahead and uncover these low tunnels here, because it's gonna be 70 degrees today. Did you know that? So, and next few days it's gonna be dry, so we need to go ahead and let the plants that are in these low tunnels get some fresh air and some good sunlight and just love on them, right? All right, here we go. Look at that little farm boy. He's tough. He's not a boy. Little man, right? There we go. You remember planting all that lettuce? There we go. It looks nice to look under there and see all the hard work we did, right? So we just uncovered our upper garden section. Now we're doing our lower beds. And in these beds we have our greens, which will be for our salad mixes. And what do we have down here, Josiah, with this water? Just some more water. So what I'm gonna have to do is just make a little bit more of a trench here so that that water can just flow down there. But let's first finish uncovering these beds, okay, Josiah? And in these beds we have some really young kale and some other scallions that we have started. The fertility in this bed is a little bit lower than our other beds because we really worked those beds. So I expect the slower rate of growth here, but we'll just do what we can just to work it and continue to improve the soil. Things grow faster.
Daddy, I think I fixed the water.
Let's see what you got. Whoa, how'd you get it to flow better? You just dig it out with your hands or your feet or what?
My feet.
Yeah. It's looking good. That one's flowing out now. There we go. Way to go, Josiah.
Thanks.
Looks good.
Oh, wow.
Did you pull my finger? Did you? Ah, don't pull my finger off. Are you pulling my finger off? Ah! Ah! I'm not gonna have any fingers anymore. You're gonna pull them all off. Oh! How many did you take? You took 2 of them? So I have a couple left, right? So now the irrigation is off in our caterpillar tunnel, and everything in there has the water it needs. And our plants that were in the low tunnels, now they have the sunlight and air that they need. Well, we have a few more beds to uncover in our supplementary garden area right over here. Then after that, we're gonna go ahead and transplant that lettuce that you saw me spare from the caterpillar tunnel. So we got more work to do. We're gonna have to see you guys next time. So, as always, grow on.